So good morning, everyone. What are you doing here? Didn't you hear Agile is dead? I think that of course, Agile is well and alive, probably more needed than ever. I think that one of the reasons that we have been hearing this Agile is dead stuff over the last years is because there's many reasons, but one of them, I think, is the failed transformations. I've seen so many failed transformations, and in every single instance that I've been able to study, the reason was not that Agile wasn't working, or Agile wasn't needed, or Agile was wrong, or it was about the change. It was about how Agile was introduced in these organizations. I usually explain that there are two different sports. One sport is knowing about agility and getting certified and knowing about Scrum and Kanban and SAFe and LESS and user story points and learn about all that, okay? It's like learning about nutrition. You learn about diet and you learn about proteins and fat and carbohydrates and proteins. That's one sport. And then another sport is, how do I convince my partner to go on a diet? Well, that's another sport. And that's the risky one, okay? That's the one that can get you killed. And that's what I'm going to talk about, change management, a sport that I didn't realize existed for the first half of my career. And I was so frustrated, and I'm going to talk about that. And then when I realized that it was not all about knowing agility and Scrum and all that, you also had to understand how human organizations change, everything changed. Once I started realizing that there was another game, another sport being played, my results were way better. And I hope to give you some ideas on some of my learning.